Welcome back, everybody. This is Chris the Club Nut. Welcome back to the Nut House. This is part 2 of my grip series, I guess you could say. Being not very good at videos, having a face for radio and a voice for silent movies, just kind of trying to help out, you know what I'm saying? What we have here behind me is my grip station with my old driver on it. What we're doing now is just kind of going over how to address gripping. It's not so much just throw some tape on there, put the grip on that you like, and call it done. We went over a lot of different types of grips before, and now we're kind of going to go over how to make those your own. With all these different grips, there's usually a standard, a mid-size, a jumbo, but what people don't know is you can make pretty much any grip in between, any size grip that is. What I have here, this is my little grip station. I use the Lamkin X10 here, which is kind of their version of something between a Tor Velvet and the CP2 grip. I have an arthritic grip here as well. All of these are the exact same grip, standard size, but they're all different sizes. If you can see here, this one is going to be a 3/32 over 990, commonly known as jumbo, I guess, or oversize. That's a pretty good one, but next to the 1/64 undersize, and remember this is a standard grip, these are all the same exact grips. You can kind of see the difference, I hope. It's HD, but don't worry about my face and my light bulb pull string. So that's kind of what we're going to go over today, because not everybody fits the same grip. Same way everybody doesn't fit the same shaft or the same club or the same, they don't like to look down at the same head, anything like that. Your grips are a very, very personal thing. So let me just go set this over here. If you have a normal roll of masking tape and an air compressor, you can do this. What you can do, get your grips by feel. And I think the one caveat I have is that this won't necessarily work with the Winn grips because of the way they're made. Any other rubber grip, Lamkin, a Karma, Super Stroke, Golf Pride, anything I'm missing, this is all going to work for that. So grip companies, they take into account the tape. Tape is not necessarily to hold the grip on. What tape does is it creates a slick surface so you can push the grip on. It does provide friction, don't get me wrong. If you're a long drive contestant, you're not going to probably want to do this. If you swing really, really hard, this may not work for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually put the grips on with air so that you can figure out what you like in a grip. It's very easy to do. If you got your grips, you're at home, you have your air compressor, you have your masking tape, you can build up your own grips, just kind of like Bubba Watson and all them do. So what we're going to do here, I do have a grip station and I do have double-sided grip tape here, but I'm just going to do this like you would at home. If you can, get yourself a roll of grip tape. You can get it at the Golf Works, you can get it anywhere. This is actually build-up tape. It's exactly the same width as the double-sided grip tape, but it's only sticky on one side. So if you're going to do build-up, it gets expensive doing it with double-sided tape. Kind of for the demonstration, I'm going to do it with the wrap tape. It's probably going to take longer, but it's going to happen. So you have your vise, and the companies, as I was saying and then got off on a tangent, build in grip tape to their designs. So when they say that a grip is a 6.600 inside diameter, that means when you put grip tape on, it's going to be 600 inside diameter. If you do not put that grip tape on, it will not fit properly. It's going to be a little bit loose, so if you try and blow it on with air, it's not going to work. What I've done here is I've just put one layer of tape here. This is going to be wrapped up like this, okay? Regular masking tape. It's going to be about the size you need. They build in between 0.012 and 0.015 inches. If you have calipers, be my guest, but trust me on this, this is going to be big enough. So if I want to put this in a regular grip, I like a standard size grip, and I found a grip that I like that goes on standard, this is all I need. So if we could put that on, basically you want to measure down about 5 inches from the butt. That's where your bottom hand goes. Or you could just put your hand on it, and wherever your thumb goes, you want to go right underneath your thumb. So it's going to come up about right here, bottom half of the grip. So we're going to do that. We're going to put it in our vise. Don't break your shaft, you know, light vise pressure. And what we have here, this is a TaylorMade grip. I forget what it came off of. It's slick, it's bad, I don't like it. But for the purposes, it is what it is. This is a normal, this is a 60 round grip. And, we're just going to put this on with air. Now again, I'm going to say this again. When I put this on, I can use this golf club. I can go out and swing this golf club. It's not going to come off. The friction's going to be there. What I have here, this is just a little bit of soapy water, mild soapy water, like a drop in a bunch of water. And I do that so it can slip on. So what we do is just like we would do on a normal gripping job. We start it on there, and the water is just so it slips. You're just going to stick that in the back. There's a little hole back there to let everything out. And we are way too high at 60 psi. I mean 30, 35, 40 tops will do it. And you just want light touches. Okay, you don't want to jam it down because what you're going to do is blow up the grip. And that water is going to help it on there. You're just going to slip, create an air pocket. And that's it. This grip is on there. It's not going to come off. Thank you, light bulb. It's not going to come up. It's not going to twist at all. It's on there. Okay, there's no grip tape involved. I can blow this right back off. It feels pretty good. You can kind of see there where I went crazy with the wrapping. I didn't quite taper it well enough, but that's all good. You know, this is about the same size as is the Plus 4, as a matter of fact. So that's on there. It's filled up. I can go out and play with that right away, and that's the best part. You can do this, take this straight out, practice with it, decide if you like it or not. If you don't like it, or if you're ready to put them on with grip tape, put it back in there. Couple of quick shots again. Pops right off. No fuss, no muss. Again. And you notice I'm wearing safety goggles when I do this. Very good idea. Don't sue me. So, say you got your hands down here. You can see that thing starts to blow up. And now you've ruined the grip. Let's crank one up here. That's bad for the grip. You do that and you ruin your grip. Hope this was informative. I hope it doesn't put me out of business, so keep it in the short grass.